Guess what? One of us is sick.
It's me!
Yes. Welcome to Soulmates Podcast. I'm somewhat healthy Emily.
And I'm somewhat sick Rachel.
Hi. It seems like such commonplace that one of us is sick.
It's really just...
It's a vicious cycle, I feel like.
Is.
Because one of us gets sick from someone else, and then the other person gets sick because you're living with someone who's sick. And then as soon as the other person just gets better, you get a new infection from someone else.
Yep.
Don't live in Gainesville, guys. It's a cesspool.
Don't work with the public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Avoid all public. Stay indoors.
Yeah.
Order delivery.
Or never leave.
Never leave. It's like, indoors. Indoors. SpongeBob.
Yeah.
If you liked our opening song, it was Shiny Spaceship by 8-Bit Ninjas. You should check them out. They're really cool.
Yeah.
What are we going to talk about today, Rachel? Because I feel like there's just so much I need to get off my chest.
Well, we have 3 things listed.
Our show notes are so together.
Yes, 3 things. First, we're going to talk about Oh My Girl, OMG, a little shenanigans that happened with them at LAX. Then we're going to be talking about the Lightsaber sequel, which has a special surprise I'll talk about later.
We hate this song!
And finally, what we promised last time, we will be talking about Psy's new music video, Daddy.
I hate Tumblr for making me cringe whenever I hear Daddy, but we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
I just like that our show notes have Oh My Girl / Oh My God held at LAX for being hoes.
Hoes. Yeah, so that's the first thing we're talking about. Apparently, they were held up at LAX for being prostitutes, or because they looked at their luggage and by the costumes that were in there, they thought they were prostitutes.
A little more backstory. I'd never heard of them, and I guess we haven't heard of them because they debuted in 2015.
Right, and when we actually, went back and listened to their songs, I have heard both of these songs, but I didn't, watch the music video. I just heard it on a playlist on 8 tracks, and I didn't make the connection.
Yeah, it's an 8-member group, and everyone is from, age 21 to 16, so they're all relatively young. The group that manages them is WM Entertainment, which I've never heard of before, so...
Yeah, I've never heard of that either. It must be...
Might be new, or a splinter from someone.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? And they have 2 singles, Cupid and Closer, and we both listened to them, and they're pretty good.
Yeah, no, they're pretty catchy songs. But we were really having trouble buying the story because we not only looked at the music video, but also a live version of them doing both singles, and there is no clothing we saw that could be construed as prostitution clothing.
Though the amount of pastels made me think of baby prostitute.
Yeah, a little bit.
They looked like babies. In the Cupid music video, they looked like babies. But it was nothing to write home about, you know? It was nothing too scandalous. I've seen Halloween costumes that are more revealing.
Right, it was just aggressively eggo. That's... Yeah. That was
We are cute!
Yeah.
We are in your face and we are here!
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So I didn't see anything, risque at all about their outfits or dancing.
No. So, yeah, we thought that was a little suspicious, and I did some more digging, and a couple days later, a couple of articles came out with a better answer for why they were detained. I'm going to read off a little dramatic reading from a TMZ article. me. The headline, Oh My Girl. Korean group angry at U.S. Customs. We're not prostitutes! Exclamation point. A Korean girl group called Oh My Girl was detained at LAX, their record label claiming they were wrongfully targeted as underage prostitutes. But our sources say the group was trying to enter the country under questionable circumstances.
Dun, dun, dun.
The girls arrived at LAX Friday from South Korea, but got stopped at U.S. Customs. Their record label claimed that the feds noticed the girls were traveling with costumes and jumped to the conclusion that they were prostitutes. Dun, dun, dun. Need the RuPaul shade noise.
Yeah.
Might edit that in later. A label rep says they were held for 15 hours and were booted back to South Korea. But TMZ's sources say what really happened was that the girls were tried entering the country on a visitor visa. When custom officials noticed that they were traveling with a ton of luggage that included costumes and other markers, that they started asking questions and realized that the group was here to perform. So I'm gonna stop reading because, whatever. But the thing is, you have to have specific visas to enter the country. They needed a work visa, and they were trying to pretend that they were just here for tourism.
Yeah. So basically what this amounts to is the record company messing up and not getting the right paperwork, and then twisting the story to make it act like, or to make it seem like TSA or whoever held them up, airport officials, were wrongfully accusing them of something, when in reality they just didn't have their butts covered like they should have.
And I mean, the new record company or whoever might have thought, we'll just give a statement and Korean audiences will, believe us or whatever.
Yeah.
Because it's not a well-kept secret that South Korea has a lot of copyright infringement stuff. Like the Men in Black group,
That was a lot.
But also just, street vendors selling fake Nike stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So it doesn't have the same copyright standards as the US. So they thought maybe they could get away with some stuff in South Korea that you couldn't get away with in the US.
Right.
But I think they underestimated how much of a freaking juicy story this is.
Yeah.
By saying that, they thought they were prostitutes, that got national US attention.
Yeah, it was very, sensationalized. I think they were just trying to turn them fucking up, okay, let's be honest, into a story that would promote the group. And it worked!
I mean, we're talking about them. To all two of you.
Yes.
But yeah, I think this might be the most US press they're ever gonna get as a group ever. Yeah. Unless they come out with the next, Gangnam Style.
Yeah, which, unlikely.
Unlikely. I mean, even Psy can't come out with the next Gangnam Style.
True.
Have you ever heard of something like this ever happening? I've never even heard of it from, a mail-order bride point of view. I've never heard of anyone getting stopped.
Yeah, I think we can all agree on, or we can both agree on, that was not the reason why they were stopped.
Yeah.
Because the outfits that we saw, there's no way they would have not, they did not look like they were wearing lingerie.
No.
Not even a little bit.
They might have looked like nightgowns, maybe really short nightgowns, which made them look even more like sexy babies.
Yeah, but, they were, nightgowns with, long sleeves, and, they weren't sheer or anything, so I don't know.
I just can't believe, just take responsibility.
Yeah. Yep. And that must be embarrassing for the girl group, too.
Yeah.
To, oh yes, let's stick behind the story that we were accused of being prostitutes. That's super uplifting.
I know. You would think that their label would try to just bury the story.
Yeah, but no, they definitely went full Monty, let's sensationalize the shit out of the story.
Because,
At their expense. I
know, at those poor girls' expense. Because you know what YG did? One of the labels with a lot of money, they buried the story that Park Bom tried to sneak in amphetamines into the country as gummy bears.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. They buried that, but I will not let it die. But yeah, that was in the press for a day, and then they used their money, and then it's gone, and there's no criminal charges against her.
Yep.
So, I just feel like that just seems so unprofessional.
It's just a publicity stunt.
I know. It just makes me mad. They could have just do you think that maybe visitor visas are cheaper?
Probably. Or because they might be a relatively new record label, they just didn't know. Someone did not do their research, and someone is probably fired right now.
The intern?
The intern. I don't know. Because it wouldn't make any sense for them to spend less money on a visa that if they just did research, they knew would not let them perform. They spent all that money to fly there and then didn't perform to,
maybe they thought they could
earn
get away
that money.
with
Maybe, but that would be really dumb.
It just seems like a very expensive publicity stunt.
Yeah, it seems
because we know the cost of a fucking plane ticket from Seoul to America.
Oh, yes.
And it costs around $2,000.
Yeah, it's not cheap. Yeah. Especially because that group is like 10 members.
8 members.
8 members.
It's written on the notes.
I'm sorry. 8 members. 8 members.
Shame. Shame
on you, WM Entertainment. Do better next time. That was like, wait, math. $16,000 you wasted.
Yeah. I mean, I hope Oh My Girls comes out with more singles that are really good and that they can put this behind them.
Yep.
Okay. So now we're gonna talk about the Lightsaber sequel.
Okay. We were both really hyped about this, and then, the hype only increased when we couldn't get it to play on the Chromecast on our TV, and then finally it played, and then we were like,
shit.
This isn't a sequel at all. It's the same video!
It's the same music video. The exact same. I remember I had messaged Rachel, and I was like, girl, they just uploaded on the SM Entertainment official YouTube another lightsaber video. Maybe it's the sequel. Maybe we'll actually get to see them, use the lightsaber and fight, or some sort of space kind of deal.
Some sort of connection at all with the story.
Something Star Wars-y, because it's a fucking collaboration with Star Wars The Force Awakens, and we were very excited. We put it on, we finally got it to load. It's the same fucking thing, only in Chinese.
Specifically Mandarin. So that was EXO-M as opposed to EXO-K.
They didn't even change it a little bit.
Not even a little. It's the same.
It's the exact same, just with Mandarin subtitles.
Okay, watch the video, alright? Watch the video and tell us if you can literally find anything that remotely relates to Star Wars, because I don't see it besides the unextended lightsabers that they hold.
This just pisses me off. I don't know why. I don't even like Star Wars that much, but I'm just disappointed.
You would expect some kind of connection when it's literally sponsored by the new Star Wars movie, and yet I cannot find a single thing that reminds me of Star Wars.
No.
But we are going to consult with our resident Star Wars expert, Kyle.
Yeah, Kyle likes Star Wars. I'm gonna go get him from the green room. So now that Kyle is not playing Splatoon, can you try to explain how much this music video relates to Star Wars in any way, shape, or form?
I'm gonna make a really long reach, and it's probably the biggest reach that has ever been made in this earth. But in Episode 2, Attack of the Clones, towards the beginning of the movie, they're stationed in Coruscant, and they live in some very urban downtown kind of area, and they go to some clubs, but there's no subway, nothing like that. They have flying cars, and there's a fight with an assassin in them, but yeah, that's about the closest thing I can think of. So yeah, I don't really remember any other times, unless you want to count the tavern in Tatooine, where the band plays that iconic song in episode 4.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we know that.
Totes.
We're joking. We know.
Where Han Solo meets Luke Skywalker. Yes. Yeah. That's the closest thing to popping bottles in the club.
Really? That sucks.
Yeah. Sorry, EXO. Not cutting it.
Yeah, that was...
You get a failing grade from Kyle, the Star Wars fan. Thanks for making the bed fart and giving us your opinion. Bye. Please shut the door.
Bye.
Thanks for coming.
Amazing.
So you heard it here, folks, from a genuine Star Wars fan.
Yep.
Not cutting it.
Not cutting it
and
at all.
Just one thing before we finish talking about this. The chorus is fucking stupid.
It's dumb.
It is dumb as shit.
It's literally la 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 lightsaber. Lightsaber, lightsaber. Light la la light light lightsaber. Whoa whoa whoa.
Lightsaber.
how dumb that sounded? Do you just hear it? It's so dumb, and I hate it.
I just don't understand. Why would you collaborate and then not give them any money to make an actual, like, good music video?
Come on, Disney!
I know, like, that did not hype me at all for Star Wars.
No, it didn't. So, 0 stars. 0 stars, 0 wars. I'm just really disappointed.
0 out of 10 would not recommend.
Never again.
Never again.
If they upload another one, and what if it's in, like, I don't know, like, Vietnamese, I would just flip a shit.
If they can bring it around and they release another one maybe closer to the release date, and it actually makes sense, and because it's like, the music video is 3 separate storylines. They do not have any overlap whatsoever.
It's because they filmed them all separately because all those people are working in different places, promoting other things and doing dramas.
And then it just ends. Like, there's no intro, there's no wrap-up, there's no explanation. It's so frustrating.
Okay,
I hate it.
If they make an actual sequel and not something in another language with the same visuals,
we will revisit this. But until then, shit, and I hate it. I hate it so much.
It's like, I hate you, I hate your family. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. Okay, and now we're gonna actually review a real music video.
Yes. One deserving of our reviewing skills.
The epic that is called Daddy.
Daddy.
By Psy.
By Psy.
Hey, where'd you get that body from?
I got it from my dad. Daddy. I got it from my dad. Daddy.
It seems like Psy has been doing a pretty good job of releasing a quote-unquote banger every year.
That is my words. I'm like, oh, it's such a banger. I use that to describe really good danceable songs. They're all bangers.
This is a banger.
Yeah.
He released Gentleman last year, I believe, and then
Hangover.
Hangover the year before that, and then Gangnam Style the year before that, which makes me feel really old.
I think it was Gangnam Style, Gentleman, Hangover, Daddy.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And Snoop Dogg was in Hangover.
Right.
Which was kind of weird, but, I don't think Snoop Dogg has ever said no to anything, so...
You know what? Ever since Gangnam Style, he's had somebody featuring... I mean, technically, Hyuna was in Gangnam Style, but she was not featured because she didn't sing.
Yeah.
She just danced.
Well, she's a good dancer.
She is a really good dancer.
Ga-in was...
She wasn't featured either, but she was dancing in the music video.
No, well, I think he was, featuring Ga-in, but she didn't say anything. She was just featured as being the video hoe.
Yeah, the video hoe.
So anyway.
Well, does that mean that Snoop Dogg was the video hoe?
Yes, Snoop Dogg's the video hoe, bitch.
Equality.
Equal opportunity employer.
Yes.
An equal opportunity hoe.
Yeah. So CL was the hoe in this music video, although we'll talk a little bit more about that later. Yeah. So the opening of this music video is silent, which always disorients me and makes me think that my whatever device I'm playing it on is on mute.
And so you turn it up and then it fucking hits you in the face when the music actually starts. I wonder if that's why he did it. To troll people?
To troll... Okay, would you not put it past Psy to want to troll people?
No.
Okay, yeah, so that's probably why, but... The opening, like you said, reminded us of Lee Hyori's Bad Girls.
Yeah.
When she's like an angry baby.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Only Psy's like a happy baby.
Yes. Although it's a baby with Psy's adult face, plastered on it, which is...
Disturbing.
Yeah. Disturbing, to say the least.
Yeah, the music video opens in, in a hospital room where someone's giving birth, and Psy is there as the dad. And he holds up his baby, and the baby has Psy's face.
Exact face.
Yeah, some poor kid had to wear a fucking green screen mask.
I know, I just, felt so bad. But, okay, so then it goes from a baby to, a small boy, again with Psy's face. And it's, clearly green screen, and it just reminds me of... Have you guys ever seen, the holiday, sing card thing
Oh,
where
what are they
where you can
called?
like plug in your family members' faces to like
Yeah.
elves and stuff. My dad loves that. Okay, he loves it so much that he like puts my dog's face on one of them too. And then he just gets like a kick out of it. And he's like on the like website for like an hour making it, and I'm just like, this is so ridiculous. And then my dad's a pastor. Then he sends it to his entire church congregation.
The dog.
No. Our whole family doing like a Latin Christmas dance as elves. as like a happy holidays.
Do the old people at your dad's church know how to use email?
Yeah, some of them do. They know. Well, I just he gets such a kick out of it, and I just closed our notes. Okay. So yeah, that's what it reminds me of, and I
Yeah.
just feel bad for the little boy who they're like, yeah, like do all these sexual things with your face and your body, and then we're just gonna put Sai's face over your face in the end.
Yeah, so he's like a toddler, and like little girls are like fainting over how handsome he is, and he's like making finger guns at them, you know, and dancing. And even like the teacher's like fanning herself because she has the vapors,
Yeah.
you know. And then it cuts directly into Sai, how he currently is. Mm-hmm. Only he's in a figure skater / tango, like Latin ballroom dancer, dancing with the stars, black sparkle leotard with fake chest hair and a mustache and slick back hair.
Yeah, it's it is just the epitome. Like, you look at him and you're just like, greasy. Yeah.
Like it seems like he would be like, ladies.
Yeah, Sai like really enjoys being like the greasy, creepy like old man. Like, he really gets a kick out of it. Like, he likes playing that character.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah, in the music video, he's actually 3 generations. So it's all like, oh, I got it from my daddy. So even the dad got it from his daddy.
Yeah.
So he plays like the grandpa, the dad, and the kid.
And like an uncle character too, kind of.
Kinda.
Yeah.
He's a lot of people.
Yeah. So there, as with all Psy music videos, there's like a signature dance move. Although I don't think there was one for Hangover.
I think the vomiting in the toilet was the signature dance move.
Okay, good to know. But he has a signature dance move, which is like a kind of like a rocking horse ball change type of thing, and he flails his arms at the same time.
It's very vaudeville, like, hello, my baby, hello, my darling.
Yeah, it looks more difficult than the like horsey riding thing.
Yeah,
with
this
Gangnam
thing looks
Style.
very physically involved.
Yeah,
Like, if I did it for too long, I think I'd get winded.
yeah. I'm pretty sure like they had to like every time they did cut, everyone was just like after those scenes.
Yeah.
At least I would be. I know that I would be.
Yeah, the grandpa has a grill that says daddy.
Yeah, that one's...
It was really gross. And the grandpa also has a gold-plated rascal scooter.
Yeah.
He's, like, driving around on, like, yeah, look at my hot ride.
He has like a balding head with a gross comb over, and then also a mullet in the back.
Oh, my God. Party in the back and party up front.
Uh-huh. At one point, they're, like, all eating a meal together at a table, and then also at another point, the little kid is, like, cheering on Sai as a dad, cheering on
The
Sai
grandpa.
as a grandpa doing sit-ups.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's very strange.
I just don't know. There wasn't really much of a timeline. It was all very odd.
Yeah, nothing was really tied together. It was all just, like separate scenes that were happening, but in all the scenes, it was either the 3 generations bonding together in some way, or one of the generation, like either the dad, the son, or the granddad, or the uncle. Was there an uncle, or was that just the creepy granddad? I can't remember.
I don't know.
But like the one generation being fawned on by
Women.
by women of the same generation.
Yeah, the kid is being fawned over by the toddlers, and Sai is being fawned over by, like, not really fawned over, but, like, he's dancing, like, tango dancing with a lady.
Yeah.
And the grandpa has ajimas all over him, in, like, freaking sweatsuits and visors.
Yeah.
They're like, ooh!
There's a scene that we saw also in Gangnam Style where he's just, like, screaming at someone's butt.
Yeah. He kind of did that this time, too, to
Yeah.
his dance partner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the only part of the music video where you can see CL is she's in a TV screen at one point, and then at one point she backflips onto the set.
Which is so a stunt person.
Yeah. And just, like, sings,
Where'd you get that body from?
Yeah, which is a clear, like, throwback to where'd you get that body from? I got it from my...
Daddy?
No, my mama, or something like that.
I guess.
Do you know that song?
Sort of. I think I know what you're talking about, though.
Yeah, but that's definitely a tie-in. But that's, like, the only part that she sings or is a part of, so the featuring is a little misleading for me.
I mean, it is part of the chorus.
Yeah.
The chorus is, hey, where'd you get that body from? I got it from my dad, dad. I got it from my daddy.
I just wish there was more of her in the music video. Like, I think there's a grand total of, like, 10 seconds.
I think it's because she's really busy now, you know, with the solo stuff. And they're like, we can have her for a single day. Let's film her on, you know, for X amount of time.
And then crop her scene into the...
It reminds me of Madonna's music video, like, Bitch, I'm Madonna, where Nicki Minaj is featured, but she's not on the same set. They, like, obviously shot her with a green screen.
Yeah.
And so, in the music video, when it's her time to rap, instead of just cutting to her, they're, like, holding a TV with her, like, rapping on it, and they're, like, holding the fucking TV, and I just wanted to be like, it's so obvious that they couldn't get Nicki on the damn set when they were filming, because she was too busy.
Yeah.
The dance kind of looked like MC Hammer.
Yeah, a little bit. I could see that.
Yeah.
The dance, there's, like, not, like, a whole set of moves, it was just that one move. But yeah, at the end, he does a head spin so fast it creates a tornado, and you see trash fly up, like in Gangnam Style.
Yeah, there were a couple of similarities between this and Gangnam Style, which I think was done on purpose.
Of course.
Because they're like, oh, American viewers might be viewing this and they might have only seen Gangnam Style.
I also think that Psy is savvy enough to have used the song that, like, I got it from my mama, and, like, he, like, heard that and was like, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Only
but
dad
with daddies. Dad bod.
Yeah. Hashtag dad bod.
Gross.
We do not support dad bod.
We don't support daddy culture. Yeah. We are here to kink shame. I'm kidding.
But we're not. Squarespace.
Oh my god. But yeah, I think those are similarities. This music video was similarly bright and colorful, like all his music videos.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he'd ever do a serious one, though.
No. That's just, like, not his style.
Yeah.
He's just a goofy guy. I'm sure his
Goofy
wife hates it. Oh my god.
No, he's fine. Yeah, I'm sure his wife hates it.
Yeah.
He seems like the type that would prank people, and she's just like, we have children.
Yeah. I feel like he would try to, like, be funny to her all the time, and she would just roll her fucking eyes. I feel like that is the type of woman he would have married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So out of 10, what would you rate it?
I would rate Daddy a solid 7.
Yeah, I would give it an 8.
An 8?
Yeah. I thought it was good. The song was good. I think the song's probably better than Gentleman and Hangover.
Yeah, it was definitely more catchy than those two songs. Yeah.
Cool. We're in agreement.
Yes.
Yes. So that was our podcast. We hope you liked it. You can find us on Facebook, Gmail, Tumblr, Podbean. Where's another one? iTunes.
iTunes. Write us reviews on iTunes, please.
We'll love you forever.
Yes.
Send us mails.
Mails.
We actually got an in-person mail from our friend Devin. Who
yes.
you've all heard on the podcast.
Yep, and we're actually going to be recording the show that's going to come out on the 1st?
The 1st of 2016.
Yes, we're actually going to be recording that early because we are both going away.
Yeah.
Emily, what are you doing for Christmas break? Or winter break, excuse me.
I'm going to Atlanta. And I'm gonna eat cupcakes alone and feel great about it.
Nice. I'm going home to Ocala and gonna spend Christmas there. And then I'm going to Seattle to visit my friend Chelsea. But that is what I'm doing for break. Flying by myself for the first time. I know, I'm
You're
a
gonna
big
get
baby.
your passport stuff together, right?
And my passport stuff is gonna get together because I filled out the form and I just gotta take it to the office. Get my picture taken.
I swear to God. You're cutting it close, Rachel. You're cutting it close.
The
Yes, so-
look that she just gave me.
Uh-huh. So thank you, Devin. We will be eating your Japanese snacks on our next podcast.
So if you really hate the sound of people chewing, the next podcast is not for you.
Yeah. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye.